Universal Lending Corporation was founded in 1981 on the principle that our customers deserve individual and specialized attention throughout the mortgage process. This is why we have one of the highest rates of repeat borrowers in the business. Based in Denver, Colorado, Universal Lending has grown from a staff of 3 people to now hundreds of mortgage professionals around the United States. With the addition of the wholesale lending division in 1990, we expanded our lending capacity to provide more options to mortgage brokers and their home loan borrowers. We understand the impact we make on you and on our community with every loan we make, and we take the privilege and responsibility very seriously. Our goal is to provide you with a variety of products at the highest level of service. You've already made a smart choice. The loan officer you're working with is a mortgage broker, which means they have established relationships with multiple companies to be able to shop the best service, loan programs, and interest rates for you. For your particular loan, Universal Lending was the best option, whether it was because we had the lowest available rate or because we offered the best program for your needs. We look forward to working with you and your loan officer throughout the loan process. You've chosen your loan officer, and they have chosen Universal Lending to underwrite and fund your loan. So what happens now? Well, let's take at the home loan process and what you can expect as your next steps. The first email you'll receive from Universal Lending will be for your e-consent. This tells us that you are okay with us sending communication and information about your loan to you electronically. Once you've given your e-consent, the next email you'll receive from Universal Lending will be a link to your electronic loan disclosures. Be sure to e-sign these as soon as possible and let your loan officer know if you have any questions. Depending on whether or not your interest rate has been locked yet, or if anything changes on your loan, you may get additional disclosure emails throughout the process. Any additional disclosures will need to be e-signed as quickly as possible. Once your loan disclosures have been e-signed, your entire loan file will be sent to the underwriter for review, including the income documents, asset and credit documentation you provided to your loan officer. The underwriter's job is to ensure that everything lines up with the loan guidelines, and this is a good loan to make. If you want to learn more, click here to see the 5 key factors underwriters look for when deciding whether to approve a loan. Once the underwriter has reviewed all the documents provided to them, most of the time they will issue conditional approval. This means they will approve the loan as long as certain conditions can be met. Some of those conditions will be taken care of by your loan officer, some will be taken care of by Universal Lending, and some will need to be taken care of by you. Your loan officer will provide you with a list of the items that you will need to take care of. Be sure to get these additional items to your loan officer as quickly as possible to avoid any potential delays in your closing. Once the underwriter has issued conditional approval of your loan, Universal Lending closers will begin working with the title company to finalize the numbers for your closing. There are several key factors that need to be in place for this, such as the final amount of your homeowner's insurance, the amount of taxes on the property, and the appraised value of the property. Once these factors are in place and the closer, the title company, and your loan officer all agree that the numbers are final and correct, you will receive an email from Universal Lending with your closing disclosure. You will need to e-sign this as soon as possible to avoid any potential delays in your closing. Your loan officer can review the figures with you to ensure that everything is clear. Once all the conditions that the underwriter issued have been met, the file will go back in front of the underwriter for final review. At this point, they will issue the final approval for the loan. Often we refer to this as clear to close. At this point, the loan is approved and the closing can occur. Now that your loan is approved, you're done, right? Close, but not quite. The final step in the loan process is the closing. This will typically take place at the office of the title company, but the location can vary. At the closing, the parties involved in the transaction will sign the final paperwork, at which time the loan is final and closed. The closing paperwork will contain information about your first payment, verification of the terms of your loan, and legal rights to the property. Congratulations! You made it through the loan process. We at Universal Lending are excited and we are honored to have been able to assist you enjoy your new home.